It's worth taking a big picture look at what's happening in Europe because we are seeing really rapid growth. So what I'm going to show you is 7-day averages of the numbers of confirmed cases in various regions around the world, continents around the world. And this red line is Europe. Currently, countries in Europe are recording more than 150,000 infections every day. And that's in stark contrast to Asia, where we're seeing cases dropping. That is largely driven by India, as we've been seeing for some time. And in Latin America and the Caribbean, we're seeing cases fairly flat. We are also seeing an increase in North America, but Europe is really driving a lot of the world's infections. And you can see, a month ago it was down here. We are seeing really steep trajectories across the entire continent. Deaths are also growing. If I show you the equivalent chart of deaths, they're not yet at the same sort of peak, but they're on the same trajectory. 1,300 people dying in Europe every day, and I think we can expect to see that grow, given that we know deaths lag infections being found. Hopefully, we should never see the sorts of fatality rates, percentages in raw terms that we were seeing back in the first wave of infections when this virus was coming on and hitting countries like a complete surprise. But I think it's probably without question that this will continue to grow in the weeks ahead, because we're seeing just huge numbers. And Europe's infections are driving really much of the growth across the globe as well. 40 million infections now and counting across the world, and this is growing again. We're now seeing days with more than 400,000 infections globally being recorded. And as we've just seen, about 150,000 of those, so getting up to close to a third of them, are in Europe.
So which are the worst affected countries in Europe, Casey?
Yeah, Ros, there's a long list of them. As you said, 20 countries recording daily records at the moment. Here, is the list. United Kingdom, Italy, we've been talking a lot about the Czech Republic, the Netherlands, Ukraine, and the list just goes on and on. Slovakia, Armenia, it's across the entire continent. Greece, Bosnia, Herzegovina, North Macedonia, all the way to Latvia. Let's just have a quick look at a couple of them, because some of these countries haven't really experienced first waves in this virus at all. Georgia is one. Relatively few compared to many of the other countries, 21,000 infections, but the bulk of them are coming on right now, and there was not really any particular first wave in Georgia. And just one other country, let's go back to the Czech Republic, or CZECHIA, more than 200,000 infections now. Now, CZECHIA is one of the countries that was first in the world to impose mandatory mask rules. They let them off a couple of months ago, and we're now seeing that, I'm sure this is not the only reason, but because the virus is surging, because that barrier has been removed, that protection is no longer mandatory across the country. Very big numbers, and in fact, on last count, 15,000 in a single day.